Hello, Prasad here, co-founder of QuodeIt. I will be giving you a product demo. So in every assessment of QuodeIt, there are four steps involved. So first step is creating your test. Second step is inviting candidate for the test. Third step is candidate will give the test, and fourth step is seeing how they perform. So let's get started with the first step, that is creating your test. So there are two types of creating your test. So first is creating test from scratch, and second is choosing pre-built tests. So we have already developed some tests depending upon the job position and depending upon the language, so that non-technical people like recruiter can just pick the test and invite the candidates. They don't have to bug their technical people for the questions. And the second one is like creating a test from scratch. So in this we have maintained a library of 2000 questions. You can choose from that library, or you can add your own questions. So get started with the easier option, which is choosing a test from pre-built test library. So as I said, pre-built tests are depending upon the language and depending upon the job positions. So the job position tests are like backend developer, Android developer, iOS developer, and the pre-built tests, which are depending upon the languages, are like C developer or C test, Java test, C++ test. So I'll take one job position test, which is an Android test, and each pre-built test is a combination of knowledge-based question plus skill-based questions. And we have segregated each pre-built test in three types: basic, intermediate, and advanced. So why we segregated is like the reason behind that is because every company has a different requirement. Android developer requirements from Android developer from Facebook would be different from Android developer of a Cognizant. So let's pick one of the tests. I'll pick Android developer advanced, which is a difficult one test. So this is the test homepage. As you are able to see, questions are already added in this test. So still, but we'll check add question how. So on the left side of this page, you will be able to see the added question, and the right side you will be able to see the different types of adding questions. So you can choose from library, you can add your own question, and if you have already have some 10 or 20 question and you are finding a way to upload it once, so we have one Excel format. If you put all the question in that Excel format and upload here, your all the questions will get uploaded into the test. So you can download the format here. So in QuodeIt, we support three types of question. One is MCQ based, second is coding based, and third is subjective based, that are open-ended question. So same with the coding, already added question and the types of adding question. You can choose from library and you can create your own question. You can view question from here. You can edit that question or view already added question. So, uh, the specialty about coding is we for each question we check candidate submission on different parameters. So this parameter, there are three types of parameters mainly. One checks candidates logic, second checks candidates ability to handle corner cases, and third checks efficiency or how efficient they are writing the code. So and we give marks depending upon these parameters, how they passed or not. So as I'm done with adding question, I'll go to the setting. As this test can be given remotely, there might be a chance candidate or applicant cheat an exam. So we tried to provide some basic proctoring features like disabling copy paste, disabling control C, control V, right click, print screen. Also, we have given like disable switching browser window. If you select that, if the candidate or applicant switches the window, he will get a warning, and you can set the maximum limit of it. So as like if the maximum limit is 5, if I switch the window for fifth time, my test will get automatically get submitted. So there's like basic setting, negative marking. This is for MCQ. If someone's answer is wrong, they will get 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 4. of a question mark detected. So this setting is because many of the so allow importing and uploading code. So this is for them when there might be a scenario where your candidates or applicants want to code on their own ID and they don't want to code in CodeIt's ID. Then you can allow them to import and upload code from their system, and they can check their code on CodeIt. Then you can take the information from candidate. So this is very useful in the campus recruitment, because campus and off-campus recruitment, many of the students come from different colleges, universities, have different branches, and segregating their marks and all those things is very complex. So you can take this information of a candidate, and then this information will be available to you through Excel. You can also show some customizable instruction to candidates before taking the test. So these are the format. You can edit those instruction here. Not necessary you should use the template. So here. So as I'm done with setting, I'll to apply setting. Test activation page. So this page uh, has everything related to time. So as I'm sitting in India, I'll choose 5:30 as my time. So fixed start and flexible start. If you want to start a test at a particular time, let's say today 4 p.m. You should choose fixed test time. Then all the candidates tests will start from 4 p.m. If somebody comes at 4:05, they will lose the 5 minutes. And the second one is flexible test time. And this, if the you can set a limit, time limit, like 4 p.m. to 5 p.m., 1 hour time limit. So the test will be activated in that period. If anyone comes in that time limit, they will be able to get full time. So even if some, so the start time of flexible test time is 4 p.m. and end time is 5 p.m. So even if someone comes at 4:55 p.m., he will get the full time. So I'll just select the sample numbers. So time to start the test is 26 seconds. So my test is created. So now I have to do the second step. So my first step is done. I have to do the second step, which is inviting candidates. I have already created one candidate account. So I'll invite that candidate to test. So in coded, there are two types of test. So one is public test and one is private test. When you want that particular candidate only should to be appear in the test, you can choose for private one. And if you choose the public, and if you choose this share URL, the person who has this URL will be able to give the test. So this test is public right now, and if we hit the invite button, we send this mail to candidate. I'll invite him. So my second step is done. Now I have to do third step. I'll log out from here. That's it. I have already registered as a student. So this is our test, invited test. So this is the general information, duration, number of section, number of questions, their type, and instruction. So these are the instructions which are customizable on the test setting page, as I said earlier. So I'll start the test. So this is the MCQ side. If someone's stuck at one question and they are not, they want to review it later, they can mark it for review. So this is the question they mark for review. So this is the MCQ side, and this is the coding side. So this is the ID I was talking about. So if the candidate don't want to uh, code here, they can import their code. So these are the different languages we're currently supporting: Python, Ruby, C, C++, Java, PHP, C Hash, Objective-C. We are very soon adding Go and JavaScript. Most of the time, candidates will spend writing a code. So he can just toggle. Uh, so he will be able to code very easily in the large screen. So we have provided some settings. So we try to give user-friendly UI to candidates so that you can write a code very easily. So I'll submit this test. Which this is after submitting, we'll finish the third step, which is candidate appear for your test. This is the optional feedback. I'll log out from candidate account and will log into recruiter account to check how our candidate performed. This is our test. I'll select the ranking. This is our candidate. So in the candidate dashboard, he can enter his all the public credentials like LinkedIn, GitHub, Stack Overflow, Behance, Dribble, and you will be able to see those links here. Also, we tried to provide basic analytics like how much time they spent on particular section, how many times they switches the window, their total marks. We calculate percentile for each candidate. But percentile, you will be able to see one test ends. You will be able to sort this data ascending, descending, according to alphabetical if the string is involved. So as like this is the only student, that's why we are not able to sort it. So also if you want to check candidate submissions, we can see their report. So this is where you will be able to see candidates answers. Same for the coding. So currently this report doesn't have anything analytical data, but yeah, we are trying to provide more and more useful data to recruiters so that they can make better decisions. Also, we all love Excel, right? So Excel is very useful when the number appears or number or anything which has numbers. So you can export all this ranking data to Excel, which will contain everything related to candidate details, all the candidate details, their numbers, their sectional marks, the public links, everything. Just click on export to Excel, and that's it. Your Excel will get downloaded. Also, when campus recruitment is there and when you are hiring for some junior lateral position, many of the candidates appear, and that might it is very difficult to uh, tell that the student is good and the student is bad. So once you are okay with student, you are okay with their report, just do shortlisting, and you will be able to see those candidate details here. So that is very useful whom you are going to select in the interviews and later stage. So this is the last part of our assessment, which is seeing how your candidate perform. I think yeah. So that's it from my side. If you have any questions, please mail us at hello@quodeit.com, or yeah, that's it. Thank you. I hope you like this.